It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing. It's off we go on EA Sports.
Shit's hot.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Harris going to get it again on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Murray going to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That's something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Huntley to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover. Gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
Here we go.
Here's Huntley. Touchdown! George Kittle. Career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Murray now. And he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Howard scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On the return, here's Agnew. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line.
Cowboy
To throw, Huntley. Flush to his right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Eagles hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here that add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had 1st-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Escaping the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards in the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
19 right, 19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, Huntley. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
A little credit for a nice call there on third down because they bootlegged him out to the right, hoping to get the flow of the defense going the other way, and they did. Able to locate his tight end and got it to him for the first down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This will be playing number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Murray again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick is indeed good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Huntley. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Huntley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So we reach halftime of what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try to win this ball game.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
To throw on third down, Huntley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. To try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Murray. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Reduces well on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, check that. Street.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 4th down, Huntley. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the... Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. It's with the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Murray now to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Play fake. Murray. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robbie Anderson, 34 yards. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Philly offense set to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Obviously, I already said something, nigga.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting
that game is trash.
And holding him to a short game.
Flushed out right.
Yes, it is, man.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well,
Same, bro. The game trash.
you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take it go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Oh my God, bro. I don't understand.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence.
It's just
They have a
trash.
guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run.
Bro, what the fuck?
And from room to room now. Boy, 196 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
On 4th down, Huntley. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same.
Blitz coming and down.
That shit's so stupid.
It delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
I've been through the ball, bro.
Say about this game.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. Murray, one final try. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to be
Throw the ball, bro.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, my God.